and welcome to your Yoga for Beginners class. We'll start in a comfortable seated position, either on the mat or on a chair. And then when you're ready, closing your eyes. Just taking a few moments here to bring the focus to your breath. So deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Releasing any unwanted negative thoughts today. Maybe any expectations we have about today's class, just releasing them with your exhale. Taking one more deep breath in and slow exhale out. And then opening your eyes. And then moving on to some neck rolls. We'll exhale, drop chin to chest. Inhale the head up to the left and back. Exhale down to the right and through centre. So just making some big continuous circles now with the head, releasing any tension from the neck and the shoulders. And moving in time with your own breath. So inhaling the head up, exhaling the head even down. And then when you finish that one, changing direction now. So inhaling the head up to the right. Exhaling down to the left. Maybe beginning to make the circles a little bit bigger here. And again, just tapping into that nice deep breathing. And let's do one more in this direction. And then inhaling the head back to centre. We'll take a shoulder rotation now. So we'll inhale the shoulders up, then rotate through the elbows and then the arms. And we'll repeat once more, rotating the shoulders, the elbows and then the arms. Moving into a side stretch now then. So we'll drop the right hand down, inhale left hand up. Exhaling over into a side stretch. So it doesn't matter how far we go here. Looking up to your hand, closing the eyes if you like. I am here because the sun was in my eyes. More out of convenience than anything else. Inhale, centre, exhale, release, and swapping sides now. So inhaling right arm up, exhaling, stretching over to the side, looking up to that hand. Just take a moment to make sure that shoulder is released away from the ears. And we can deepen slightly here with the exhale if we choose to. Inhale, centre, exhale, release. Moving into a twist now then. So we'll take the right hand over to the left knee and then swing the left fingertips behind us. Just take a moment to really lengthen through the spine as much as we can here. And as we exhale, we'll deepen the twist. Again, we can do this sat on a chair if that's more comfortable for us today. Inhale, centre, and then swapping sides now. So twisting to the other side. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to twist. Just repeating this a few times. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to deepen the twist. So starting to really warm up the spine now and releasing any tension from the area. Inhale back to centre. Bringing the hands to the knees now. We'll do some seated cat-cow. So we're going to bring the torso over to the right and forward and left and back. So again, just starting to make some big circles now with the upper body. And then we'll start to move with the breath. So we'll inhale to come forward, exhale to come back. Making this movement nice and big. This is really good for our digestive system. And then let's change direction. So again, inhaling forward, exhaling to come back. And let's do one more. And we'll inhale to centre. I'll just turn to the side here just so you can see. So that's going to release the left leg along the ground and come into a half butterfly. So we can keep that left knee bent if we need to, or we can straighten it along the ground. And then we're going to exhale and we're going to walk the hands down the body and inhale to come back up. So again, exhaling to come down, inhaling to come back up. Keeping that knee bent as well, and it doesn't matter how far we get today, working within our own body. So just remember, there's no medals for yoga on how flexible we are, how far we go. Just move in a way that feels right and comfortable for you today. We'll do a few more. And then we'll hold here. So as you next exhale to release, hold in here for a few breaths. We can use that exhale to maybe go a little bit further if that feels right for us today. And then inhale to slowly roll back up through the spine, and just taking some ankle rotations with that left foot now. And changing direction. Give that left leg a little shake out, and let's swap sides. So now working with that right leg, again having a bend in the knee or straightening the right leg. Take a moment to try and lengthen through that spine. And again, we'll exhale to release over. Inhale to slowly roll back up. So just moving in time with your own breath now, exhaling down and inhaling back up. Maybe use that exhale to go a little bit further each time, but just work in a way that feels comfortable and right for you today. This is really nice for stretching through the whole leg, really waking up the hamstrings here. To increase that stretch, we can flex that right foot as well towards the body. Now just keep that right leg nice and active. And now as we next exhale to go down, we're going to hold here again for a few breaths. Again, maybe deepening slightly with every exhale. And then inhaling to roll back up. And rotating through that right ankle now. So nice big circles with that right foot. And changing direction. Releasing that left leg and giving the legs a bit of a shake out. Okay, so we're going to swivel the feet behind us now and slowly make our way to an all fours position. There's no rush. And then let's go into some cat-cow. So we're going to inhale to arch the spine and exhale to curve the spine. So this is the best thing you can do for your spine. It's a really nice one to do in the mornings. Inhale into arch, exhale into curve. And again, nice deep breaths here. And let's do one more. And then inhale into neutral. We're going to tuck underneath the toes now. And then when you're ready, we're going to lift up the knees and we're going to push back into our first downward dog. So this is the most common movement we do in yoga. And here we're going to keep the knees nice and bent and just walk out the feet. So bending the legs one at a time, moving nice and slowly. Keeping a generous bend in the knees here. Just starting to warm up the body. If you need to take a break anytime, then please feel free to drop the knees back down. And then here we'll find some stillness. So either having a bend in the knees or beginning to straighten the legs. And we'll take a few deep breaths, finding stillness in our down dog here. And then when you're ready, we'll drop the knees back down and release the toes and push back to child's pose. So walk the hands forward, release the forehead down towards the mat and take a few breaths here. And child's pose we can use at any time during any yoga class. So if we ever want a little break, we can take a child's pose whenever we need to. Then we'll inhale, walk the hands back and roll up through the spine. We'll come back to our all fours position and let's repeat our cat-cows here. So inhale into arch and exhale into curve. Again, move in time with your own breath here. Keep that breath nice and slow and deep. Releasing tension from the spine, releasing tension from the body. Coming back to neutral, untuck the toes again. Tuck the toes under even. This time we're going to add a hover, so lift the knees off the ground, engage the core muscles and add in a hover. We'll hold for a few breaths, but again, feel free to lower the knees whenever you need to. And then we're going to exhale and push back to our down dog again. Again, add some movement here, so bend the knees generously, one at a time. Moving nice and slowly. Breathing nice and deeply. Paddling out the feet in our down dog today. And again, finding stillness, either generously bending the knees or releasing the heels down to the ground. Then we'll inhale, we'll drop the knees down, untuck the toes, and again, release back to our child's pose. Slowly releasing the forehead down towards the mat. Take a few breaths here, enjoying this nice, gentle break. And then we'll inhale, walk the hands in towards the body and roll up. Coming forward, back to all fours when you're ready. And again, let's repeat our cat-cows. Maybe moving a little bit deeper this time. So to increase the stretch, as we inhale to come forward, we can tilt the body weight forward. And as we exhale to go back, tilt the body weight back. So maybe just going a little bit deeper into the spine now. Inhale to neutral, tuck the toes underneath. Inhale back to our hover, so knees off the ground, core muscles engaged. Holding for a few breaths if we can, or lowering the knees whenever we need to. And then exhaling, pushing back to down dog, either with bent knees, or we can begin to straighten them. Again, walking out our down dog, so straightening one leg at a time if we can. And then when you're ready, finding stillness, either with a generous bend in the knees or begin to straighten the legs. We'll inhale to come forward, releasing the knees down, and slowly move back to our child's pose. Taking a few deep breaths here. And then we'll inhale, walk the hands back. Roll up through the spine. Tuck the toes underneath now, bring the weight back and really slowly roll up the spine to a standing position. We'll come to the front of your yoga mat now and we'll do some sun salutations. We'll roll through the shoulders, rotate the elbows and then through the arms like we did at the start of the class today. And then we'll inhale, stretch the arms up to the ceiling, stretching through the entire body. Bring the palms together, exhale, release to forward fold. So either bring the hands above the knees, below the knees, or towards the yoga mat. And give the head a bit of a shake out. Then we'll bend the knees and roll up back through the spine. And we'll repeat, rolling the shoulders, the elbows, and the arms. Deep inhale, lift the arms up towards the ceiling now, stretching through the entire body. Palms together, exhale. Release, forward fold. Choose where feels comfortable for you. Shake the head out. Bending the knees generously, slowly roll up through the spine. And repeat, rolling through the shoulders. Rotating the elbows. And then the arms. Deep inhale, stretching up towards the sky now, or ceiling. This time dropping the left arm down into a side stretch. So dropping over towards the left. Bring that right arm in front of us and then let's go to the other side. Stretching over towards the right now. Inhale, stretching both arms to the ceiling. And again, releasing through to your forward fold. Shaking the head out, just moving it gently from side to side. Bend the knees and roll up. And we'll repeat, rotating shoulders, the elbows, and then the arms. Deep inhale, lifting up, fully stretching through the body. And again, drop that left arm down. Stretch that right hand over to the left. Moving the arms to the other side, stretching over to the right. Deep inhale to stretch up as high as we can. Slowly exhale, release to forward fold. Option to bend the knees generously here again. This time we're going to take a little twist. So moving now the hands to the left side of the body. So either just above the knees, below the knees, or down to the mat. Stretching out the right side of the body. Take a few deep breaths here. And then we'll swap to the other side, so same again. Choosing your position, moving towards the right side of the body now. And then rotating back to centre. Bend the knees. We're going to come up to a flat back position now. So try and really lengthen through the spine. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. And then exhale, release back down. Bend the knees and roll up through the spine. And let's repeat. Rotating shoulders, then elbows, then the arms. Inhale, lift up. Drop the left hand down. Stretch over to the left. Sweep the right arm in front of you. Left arm stretches over to the right now. Stretching to the other side. Then inhale, centre. Hands together. Exhale, release to forward fold. And again, let's repeat. So bringing ourselves over towards the left side of the mat now. Couple of deep breaths here. And swapping over towards the right side. So again, no worries if our hands can't reach the mat, then bring the hands over towards the right side of the body. Coming back to centre, inhale, sweep the arms up, come into that flat back position, either with bent knees or straight legs. Exhale, release back down. Bend the knees generously, slowly rolling back up to standing, there's no rush. Come into the centre of the mat now, and we'll take a little balance. Let's try a tree pose. So we'll start with the left foot. So either just lifting the heel, but keeping the toes on the ground, or we can bring the foot a little bit higher, above the knee or to the inside of the thigh. Here engage the core muscles and choose a focal point straight ahead. Don't worry if you wobble. Just come back to centre, pick your focal point and try again. Take a deep breath in here. Release the hands and release the foot. And also feel free to use a wall as well, just help with your balance. Let's swap and do the other side. So again, maybe just lifting the heel. Or we can lift that foot a bit higher. So either below the knee, above the knee or to the inside of the thigh. I'm having a lovely little wobble there. And again, pick your focal point. We can bring the hands together at the heart, or we can rest one hand on a wall or a chair for extra balance. Again, wobbling is definitely allowed, so don't worry if you're wobbling. And when you're ready, release the hands and release the foot. Give a little shake out. We'll come back to the front of the mat now and just slowly bring ourselves onto our backs. So moving nice and slowly here, there's no rush. We'll start by extending the left leg along the mat and bending the right leg. So option is to just allow that right leg to hover, or if we can interlace the fingers just below the knee and slowly start to draw that right knee in towards the body. Flexing the left foot if we can to increase that stretch. Taking a few deep breaths here. As always, working with our breath, so deepening the stretch with the exhale. Then we'll release the hands and release the right leg, and let's swap sides. This time bringing the left knee in towards the body. If we can, we'll interlace the fingers and bring them just below the left knee. Same again, we'll then flex that right foot and use that exhale to draw the left knee closer in towards the body if we can. Taking a few deep breaths here. This is really good for massaging our internal organs. Then we'll release the hands and release the foot. Bring in both knees in towards the centre now. Either hover them where they are, or if we can, same again, interlace the fingers just below the knees and maybe giving a little rock from side to side. Releasing the hands and releasing the feet back to the mat. Walk the feet in towards the hips now, placing the palms facing down. We'll come into a bridge pose. So we're going to inhale and lift the hips slightly off the ground. Come in as far as is comfortable for you, so they don't have to be very far off. Or we can inhale and try and increase it slightly by lifting the hips a little bit higher up. And then we'll exhale and slowly bring that spine back to the mat. And let's just try that once more. So when you're ready, we'll inhale, lift the hips off the ground. Again, staying as you are, or maybe inhale and lifting them slightly higher. This is really good for the thighs, for the glute muscles as well. And then slowly exhale and release the spine back down. Let's just repeat knees to chest, so both knees in towards the chest now. And again, finding stillness or gently rocking side to side. You can fall over like I just did there. Releasing the hands and releasing the feet. And now we're going to come into the best bit, which is Shavasana. So release the legs along the yoga mat, palms by the side of the body, palms facing up, and closing the eyes. And let's begin our relaxation. So to begin, just take a few gentle, deep breaths. Allow the body to really melt into the mat beneath you. Feel the support of the mat beneath you. And allow in the muscles in the body to begin to switch off and release. We're going to do a body scan now. So to do this, choose a colour that you associate with relaxation, any colour that you find calming. When you've chosen your colour, picture that colour in a light starting at the crown of the head. And then when you're ready, this light is going to move forward to the forehead and out to the temples. Then slowly moving down the face, so down over the eyes, the nose and the cheeks, down to the lips and the jaw. Feel all the muscles in the face switch off and release. Now moving down over the neck and the throat and down to the chest. And now move it out towards each shoulder. Now each light is going to move down the outside of the arms, all the way down to the wrists and over each hand. And now travelling back up the inside of the arms all the way towards the armpits. Now each light meeting back at the centre of the chest, and as you next exhale, it continues to move down the body, down over the torso, and down towards the hips, over the muscles of the pelvis, and now down the fronts of the legs, so moving down over the thighs to the knees, and then down over the shins, and down to each ankle. As you next exhale, each light is going to move down over the front of each foot, all the way down to the toes. And now feel any stress, negativity or worries simply releasing out of the body, down and out through the toes, to be replaced by a feeling of warmth and relaxation. Each light moving now up the base of each foot to the ankles, then up to the calves, the knees, and all the way back up towards the hips. Moving up the spine now, slowly up towards the base of the neck, and all the way to the crown of the head. Take a deep breath in here, and a long exhale out. Then when you're ready to come out of the relaxation, we'll bend the legs one at a time, slowly moving, coming onto our side and just resting here for a few breaths. There's no rush. Allow your body and your mind to adjust. And then slowly using the hands to walk you back up to a seated position and opening your eyes when you're ready. Thank you so much for joining me today's yoga class. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Have a beautiful day and namaste.